Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest live watch along, the last one for this season. Obviously, we've got World Cup coming up, and God willing, inshallah, we will be watch alongs there as well. This is the last one for this Premier League season. Another season coming to an end, comes to an end. And yeah, man, we've got something to fight about. We've got something to look forward to today, which is Europa League. If we can beat Sunderland and hopefully Man United can get something out of Brighton, then that puts us in the Europa League position, which is better than Conference League. We definitely don't want Conference League. I get the feeling we're probably going to end up with Conference League. And I just don't want to do that competition all over again. But big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. Yeah, man. Yet another season comes to an end. So, yeah, we'll talk about what this season has entailed. And we've got Ishan in the background. Yes. I've been waiting for my man. Give me 1 second. Ishan was there and now he's disappeared for some reason. But yeah, hopefully Ishan will be here in the building. It's been a long time. Big up Ashraf, big up to you, my man. Big up Miz, good to see you. Good to see you as well. Big up to Stephen. Big up Testa. We've got Mazza in the building as well. I doubt we qualify for anything. Lose today or draw, can't see a win. Wow. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not going to be an easy game at all. Sunderland is a very good team, but we should be beating teams like Sunderland. But those days are gone, huh? The we should be doing this and we should be doing that. We're not in those conversations anymore. Everything that once upon a time we were doing or we should be doing, we just don't do it anymore. So that's the reality of it. Ishan in the background, let's bring him on. Ishan, big up, my brother.
Hey, here we go.
Good to see you, bro. You started to look like Imran, not Imran Hashmi, Himesh Rashmiya, bro.
Oh, Zoor.
Do you get that a lot when you wear the hat?
No, man. This is the first time, but then yeah, I don't wear hat very often. But yeah.
And the bit of the hat, it just reminded me of Himesh.
Yeah, nah, long time no see, man. I think so. What, it's been 5 months or 4 to 5 months that
bro, it's been too long, man. I missed you, bro. How you been? You been good?
Nah, man, I've been good. Like I told you, man, this new job has absolutely my podcast and YouTube live. Yeah.
I'm cheering
So
the backside.
Yeah. So weekdays is never a chance to come up and do any content, right? And it's just the weekends only. And for some months, I had to settle down a few things in the weekends, so I didn't get much time. Hopefully, we start getting more time in the weekend so that I can at least join you, man. Let alone my channel.
Look, I mean, put it this way, Ishan. Whenever you join a new workplace, there's obviously an adjustment time. You have to settle down. You got to get your, your feet through the door and just understand what's going on. Once you're sort of comfortable again, you can start figuring out when you can spend some time and whatnot. So yeah, man, look, it's the last one for the season. So you've come back for the last one. Hopefully you can join throughout the World Cup. We'll do some watch alongs during then. And then obviously a lot to look forward to next season if things kind of go our way in the transfer market. Look, Isha, I got so much to talk to you about, obviously, because I don't know, and plus also the people in the live chat don't know exactly where you're sitting with all the things that has taken place. But we're going to get to all of that. Jupiter's only son, big up my man, salam is wa alaikum assalam. Hopefully no Europe and we get one game a week. Let Chubby focus on squad and cups. More time to understand his style of play. Look, I get that. I fully understand the one game a week, but I think a club like Chelsea Football Club, like at a bare minimum, Europa, like we should be in the Champions League. Like, don't get me wrong. That should just be an automatic selection. But at a bare minimum, you've got you're still going to have quite a lot of players come through. and quite a lot of players go out, and it gives an opportunity for Xabi Alonso to, if we get into Europa League, your favorites for sure. So it gives Xabi Alonso a chance to go and get Europa League, and a club like Chelsea Football Club should be able to handle, two games per week. I mean, that would have been the case if it's Champions League anyway. But I do understand what you mean. Like, if it's one game, gets more time in the training grounds. But Ishan, let's kick things off, bro. How are you looking at this season? Like, how you feel? Like, what is your feeling towards this season, and how you feel about Xabi Alonso being announced as Chelsea Football Club and taking over next season?
Oh, all right. So, look, I was absolutely dejected when we signed Rosenior after Maresca, right? The Maresca sacking absolutely made me feel that something is massively wrong at the club. We are at the downfall of the century kind of thing, right? Where I thought that there was no point in sacking Maresca. There was absolutely no point in sacking Maresca. And this is before Rosenior, right? And then we came back to a state where we sacked Maresca, fine. And then we had the conversation, we remember that. Fine if you're sacking Maresca, but then get someone who's going to do at least equal or better than him. You come out and selected a C-Tech Matisse Armani, which we know that is never going to crack the deal. Never going to crack the deal, right?
Yeah.
And we know what the intentions were for the top management and the owners. And it all started after Rosenior signing, and we continued with our old BS strategy of hiring new players and then having everything getting derailed, right? The profits are getting derailed. The club is in a massive loss. There is no kind of long-term plan as such. Everything was a mess. And then we knew how the protest went by, a continuous protest. And you know what? These American owners are kind of they're pissed, or maybe they're very much scared when the protests and all happen. They want to set
they don't like their image to be tarnished. Simple as
yeah, 100%. Their reputation, their image is at their pinnacle. That's what they like to keep at, right? And then when the protests and all started, they're like, all right, we need to give these guys a lollipop. You know what I mean? When the kids cry so hard, you give that kid a lollipop instead of doing something massive. So I think so. This Xabi Alonso signing, it's a good signing.
Man said Xabi Alonso is a lollipop.
Bro, look at it, right? I mean, look, 100%, it's a good signing, right? It is definitely the best manager that you can get at this point of time. 100% agreed. But the question is, are you going to change your ideology behind running this club? Are you going to change your way of running the club? Are you going to change your mannerism of running the club? The answer to me is still not clear. You still ended up signing another 17, 18-year-old guy just a couple of weeks ago. I forgot the name. And it shouldn't be a surprise because we keep signing these unnamed new guys day in, day out, right? So has the philosophy of you running this club changed? Maybe not. Then what can I take from this Xabi Alonso appointment? It's just a lollipop to get you guys calmed down. And this is exactly what happened. And we saw what you said as well in your video as well, that it's not over. Why let the protest stop when you know the fact that these owners have not entirely changed their ideology behind running this club? It's just a manager appointment, fine, but there are a lot of layers on top of that. Are you supporting the manager in terms of the signing? Are you going to change your ideology of buying and selling players, right? Are you going to bring in more experienced players, the sporting directors are still the same. Are those same personalities who are making those stupid decisions time and time again? They're still there at the club. Have you made changes there? No. So how can I expect that there's something good happening just because you've changed the face value of one person who comes out and speaks in the press conference? Doesn't make sense that that doesn't mean that you've entirely changed it. So for me, it's like a lollipop only. I would have been more impressed, and we'll have to wait and see what happens in this break until we start with the next season. Are they going to change any sporting directors? Are they going to change any higher level management? That's
So
the question.
you wanted like an entire shake-up. You didn't just want like the manager, but you wanted get rid of these sporting directors, get a proper sporting director to complement Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can start saying, okay, maybe they are changing now. But
100%.
you're saying that everything is still the same. Let's change the face of a manager. Yeah, sure, good manager, very, very good manager, but we have to see what you're gonna do, in the transfer window again.
Yeah, they had to do this, miss. Think about it. The protests were going red and high. Everybody was high on adrenaline, like get these owners off, get these owners off. They had to bring in someone. They had to make a move which would calm down this entire situation. And how could they do that? Yeah, bring in a manager who's very well known, very approachable, very likable, very reputed. Yes, you did that, good. But what else? What else have you done? Are you getting the players that the manager wants? Are you getting the sporting directors that would support this manager? Are you making this club a manager-centric team rather than an owner-centric team? Right? So,
but Ishan, don't you think someone in the caliber of Xabi Alonso, like this is the first time these guys, if you have a look at Graham Potter, I don't think he won anything by the time he came to Chelsea Football Club. I'm pretty certain he didn't win anything. Pochettino didn't win anything. Enzo Maresca did win the championship, but it's the championship. But okay, he won the championship. Liam Rosenior, absolute novice. So this is the first time, don't you think, they got a manager who's won the Bundesliga, and not just won the Bundesliga, won it unbeaten, won the German Cup as well, then took over Real Madrid. Don't you think this time maybe, like, okay, forget the ownership. Don't you feel that Xabi Alonso is such a smart individual? He's not coming to Chelsea Football Club to ruin his reputation. Like, he's only coming here if he thinks and believes that he's got some power.
Yeah, 100%. I agree to that, and like I said, I'd like to repeat myself. This Xabi Alonso appointment has been a creme de la creme. Couldn't ask for anything better. Couldn't ask for anything better, right? Unless you pick someone like a Zidane or something, right? Couldn't ask for anything better. But here's the question. Definitely Xabi Alonso would have his terms and conditions, right? That when I come and manage this club, I need this power. You need to stay out. I mean, the owners need to stay out of my team. I build my team. I be the anchor. I play the anchor role. These are all are well said and done written things. But my question is, when it comes to applicability, where are we standing there? This is where all the disruptions come in between the managers and the owners. Why did we see so many managers lapse out with the owners? Why did we see Thomas Tuchel getting kicked out in maybe just weeks after these owners came in, right? Why did we see Maresca getting a fallout in the middle of the season where he was going so good, right? Rosenior was a puppet anyway, nobody cared, fine. But then again, Xabi Alonso will have to see. So there are reasons why managers fall out with owners, because managers are not given what they were asked before. I mean, what was promised to them before. So we'll have to wait and watch. The question is, definitely Xabi Alonso demanded that. And by the pressure of the protesters, by the pressure of the Chelsea fans, the Chelsea universe all over the world, the owners might have said, you know what, yes, whatever you said, we'll give it to you. Just come and settle this thing down. And when it comes to the actual applicability, now Xabi Alonso is already on the charge, right? Everybody, things have calmed down. The protesters have calmed down. Chelsea fans are kind of jolly. They're excited about the new season. Now what? Are you actually giving Xabi Alonso what he wants? If no, because there's no more pressure, right? There's no more protest going on. Everybody's
so what you're saying is, and I kind of believe you on that as well, that so far these owners, they've shown us nothing. Okay, you've got Xabi Alonso, but I still can't believe you that you are going to give Xabi Alonso power until and unless we actually see the examples of this actually happening. I can't believe you. So for what you're pretty much saying, and I think most people agree with this, is that I will have to believe that nothing has changed. I will have to believe that nothing has changed until I actually see that things have changed. So far, the manager, good tick point. It's a nice tick point. As you said, it's a nice lollipop. But give me more. Give me more. Give me a cake. Give me a full meal. Give me, a lot to chew on, basically. So that's what you're trying to get to. That you still don't believe this ownership, right?
So it's like you have a fever, right? And then you're given a paracetamol, right? But then you need to take care of your hygiene as well, your food as well. Just giving you a paracetamol doesn't cure fever, right? So it's about finding the missing links or connecting the pieces, which you should do as an entire for the entire ecosystem and not just management. So we'll have to take care of those things as well, which are affecting the club, the team, the players, the playing 11 massively.
What's that noise, by the way? What's that noise,
Hold on.
Ishan?
Yeah, I'll just go on mute for a minute. Yeah.
What is that noise, by the way? What is that, background noise, or is that?
Yeah, it's my background noise.
Okay. Let me just quickly go through the lineup whilst that's sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, the lineup is out. Interesting putting Enzo's picture, Ashraf is saying. Sanchez in goalkeeping position. We've got Malo Gusto, we've got Fofana, we've got Colwell, we've got Hato, we've got Cucurella, we've got Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. So we're going with the back three again, and Cucurella playing as wing back, it seems like. It's a strong team so far. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Palmer, Neto, and João Pedro. So I believe how this is probably going to work out is Fofana, Colwell, Hato, Marlo, unless we're looking at four at the back with Gusto as right back, Fofana, Colwell, and Hato left back, Cucurella as a winger, and we're looking at Neto as the other winger on the right side, and Palmer and Enzo Fernandez literally playing as 2 10s just behind João Pedro. Or it could potentially look like wing backs with Malo Gusto and Cucurella. Then you've got the midfield of Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. And then you've got Palmer and Neto, probably the insides, basically. And João Pedro up front. It could potentially look like that. Who knows? Who knows? Dodgers back three for Chubby Prep. Yeah, perhaps. In the bench, we've got Jurgensen, Achapong, Chalaba, James, Derry, Esugo, Garnacho, Andre Santos, and Dilap. A lot of people are saying this could be Enzo Fernandez's final game for Chelsea Football Club. He's on the picture. He's the captain. I truly hope it's not his last game. I really, really hope it's not his last game. But let's see. Let's see. A lot of people are saying that this could be his final time with Chelsea, man. I think that would be quite detrimental. And yeah, some people are saying, where's Lavia? Well, he's injured. We already knew that from last week. Chelsea not prepared to sell João Pedro. There is no price that will change the club's stance. This summer, even a world record bid will come from Ben Jacobs. Okay, well, that's good news. I don't want João Pedro to leave either, but I feel like João Pedro, if there is a sniff of an opportunity to go to Barcelona, I think he'll do his level best to get that going on. As I said, some of these South American players, if they ever get an opportunity to play in the La Liga, they never want to pass that opportunity by. But yeah, come back to the lineup. What do you guys think about the lineup? Let me know. Please, can we see Man United lineup, please? Oh, yeah, of course, because all of that matters, man. All of that actually matters. We'll have a look at Sunderland lineup as well very, very soon. Manchester United. Let's have a look at what kind of lineup they're putting up against Brighton. So they got Le Mans, Mazraoui, Maguire, Martinez, Mount, Fernandez, Doku, Ahmad, Emuemo, Shaw, and Mainu. It's still pretty strong. It's still very, very strong. And I just get the feeling, I think they might get something against Brighton. I felt that way from last week anyway. I don't think Brighton are just going to get an easy way against Man United this time around. Yeah, the record against Man United has actually been pretty good for Brighton, but I just get the feeling that this time around it might not be the same. This is Sunderland's lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Rolfs, Jetruda, Mukiel, O'Neill. Then we've got Ronaldo, Hume, Shaka, Sadiki, Angulo, Lefay, and Brobbey. He was a problem last time, Brobbey. But yeah, that is the lineup for Sunderland. It's Sunderland at their home ground, and they forget about their home ground. Like, they've just actually been a very, very good team this season. But yeah, Ishan, how's your background working now?
No, yeah, it's better.
Better, much better. What do you think about the lineup, man, Ishan?
Yeah, I think so. I agree with a few of the guys in the live chat. It's like preparing for Xabi Alonso kind of a lineup where seems like a back three with wing backs and front three attackers with two double tens. A double tens and then a front runner. So yeah, looks like a decent setup. But then I'm not sure that the best personalities representing those positions, to be honest. But then yeah, look, I think so. Interesting to see how Hato plays. Jorel Hato has been one of the names that probably Xabi Alonso can.
He's improved a lot, man. He has really done well. I'm quite impressed by him in recent times, especially the last game, Ishan. If you remember that last ditch save, that tackle that he made, well, that was quite impressive. So you're saying this lineup is potentially looking like this. Sanchez. By the way, I do like the fact that it's a strong lineup, Ishan.
Yeah,
I think everyone that we probably all wanted is starting. I'm only just concerned with what's going on with Reece James. I know he's just returned back, but how's Reece James? I need the captain. I really do need the captain.
But on the same hand, I think so. It's the last game of the season. Maybe not. He's been called up for the World Cup as well. Maybe not risk his World Cup tenure. So
makes sense. Makes sense. But there's a lot riding on today's game as well. I feel we should at least try and get Europa League, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
That depends on the other results as well, right? I think so. Brighton should lose and we should win.
That's true. Yeah. Well, Brighton will just draw. They don't even need to lose, as long as they draw. But okay, so I think this is a possibility. But so are you saying, Ishan, we're probably going to line up like this?
Yeah, I think so. This is what it's going to be. We're going to see Enzo Fernandez more in an advanced position is what I feel like, because that's how he's been playing in the last couple of games especially, and he's been really good as well. And Cucurella is more going to be the inverted guy, but what I think so Cucurella is going to confine him towards the much more of a midfield position or defensive position, because we're expecting that Enzo Fernandez is going to bomb up. So maybe going into the advanced position, I think so. So
you're saying maybe on the ball it could be something like this. But look, my thought process is I think it could be something like this. I think it could be something like this. I feel like Cucurella is going to be advanced. All right, he's going to be a wing back. It's going to be traditional sort of back four. And it could potentially be something like this. I think. I don't know. And then Malo Gusto and Jorel Hato can come into the midfield and help out, or even Cucurella
Mhm.
Yeah. Who's in our bench, by the way? Is Andre Santos there? Yeah, Santos is there. It is as much as I want to think, Ishan, that Enzo Fernandez will be as high up as possible, but it is interesting that we're not. Previously, we've gone with three midfielders. You know, there would be a Santos or a Lavia as well. But this
Yeah.
time we're going with two, which makes me think either Enzo Fernandez is going to stay close to Caicedo, or
Mhm.
there is some sort of an inversion happening. There has to
Yeah.
be. So, I mean, do you believe, Ishan, that Xabi Alonso is dictating the play at the moment? Do you believe that?
Maybe I think so. After the announcement, definitely there has to be some kind of knowledge transfer to the team that might have happened. Like, all right, this might be the last game of the season. Nothing drastically much to play for. Uh, I've got an idea. Let's try to get this team aligned accordingly, and then of course we'll have the preseason and all and everything after the World Cup. So where we'll assess the team entirely. But then just to get a pre glance of things, maybe set up the team the way Xabi Alonso wants. So definitely that might have happened, Mason. And more or less you're going to see this similar setup when Xabi Alonso comes in. But then again, let's not disregard the fact that once Xabi Alonso jumps in, the individuals that you're going to see in this team, everybody will be assessed. Every new manager does, right? And then they'll get their positions. Very interesting point for me is about Enzo Fernandez. I really don't want this guy to leave. If people are saying it's his last game, man, I don't want him to be leaving at this point of time. I understand because if someone like a Real Madrid comes in, it's very difficult to say no. It's very, very difficult. Same goes with Joao Pedro. It's very difficult for someone like Joao Pedro and maybe anyone if a team like Barcelona approaches. So
Cucurella is another one that's up for.
yeah,
Seems like he might be in the market.
bro. If Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, these two goes right, it's gonna be a massive loss for Chelsea. Cucurella has been the guy for us, man, for since after the last Euro that he's played. He's been absolutely top notch, man, and he's been a massive part of Chelsea Football Club. After that, there has been so many games that I can remember that the entire team plays bad, but someone like Cucurella plays good and just stabilizes the team. And same goes with Enzo Fernandez. Yes, he's had his plus minuses, his ups and downs of games, but he's a massive player. I can't name any one player who can, maybe replace any of these two. So, Joao Pedro, again, just like you said, to me, it seems highly unlikely. If it happens, I won't be surprised. At this point of time, seems highly unlikely. The point is, where are we? Do we have the backup or not? If these three massive name goes away, we'll have to play a big, big role in the upcoming transfer market.
Bro, if these three leave, my God, like we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. I feel like any of these guys leaving, we're in big trouble. And we're going to talk about this a bit deeper. Just quickly, Asad, thank you so much for a generous super chat. I still can't forgive you, Asad, about all the crazy things you say, man. I appreciate the super chat a lot, but you say a lot of crazy stuff. Because you and others might not rate Liam, the ST, and Bahdad Iqbali are friends with Liam. They respect him. Iqbali was always at Strasbourg games. I'm sure they know the players who gave up on Liam. Be ready for clean house. Look, I said when he was in Strasbourg that Liam Rosenior is not a dumbass. He's got a way that he wants to play. He was doing that at Strasbourg. And I said, this guy's a smart individual. But I also said, a move to Chelsea is way too premature. Like, he needs to continue with Strasbourg. After that, he needs to maybe go to like a West Ham or a Palace or like Chelsea is too much of a jump, way too much of a jump. And that has been proven. Asad, it's not about, oh, which players gave up. Like this is where the problem is, Asad. You look at football in a very simplistic manner. You think about football like as if these guys don't have any emotions. They don't have any human element about them. You think that these guys that you see on TV, it's as if you're on PlayStation and you're selecting players, you're bringing them in, you're getting them out. There should be no. This is why, Ishan, sometimes I don't know if it's because I'm a bit older. I'm 40 years old. I may not look 40, but I'm 40. I'm about to turn 41 in this upcoming week, by the way. If anyone wants to wish me happy birthday, 29th of May. You guys would all know that's the day that we won at last Champions League. And Ishan was actually on the stream with me on that day on my birthday.
Go there.
Maybe it's because I'm a bit older that I get that there is another element outside of football. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that when you see an individual that becomes your manager, forget about football. Let's just think about at your workplace. I'm sure, Asad, you work somewhere or you study somewhere or whatever the case is, right? When you see someone who comes in and becomes a manager and you feel that they just don't cut it, man. I'm going through that in my workplace, trust me. I see some of the management people and I'm like, oh my days, you don't cut it as a manager. You just don't cut it. And my respect level for those people is very low, very, very low, right? Now, it doesn't mean that I don't go and work hard. I still work hard, but there are days where I say to myself, yeah, I can't be fucked. Yeah, like my management's chilling, so I'm chilling as well. Like I don't really care. And even if they say anything to me, it's water off a duck's back. Like nothing they say really even interests me or bothers me, right? So I know how it may feel when you bring in or when you have unserious or when you have people that you just feel the job is too big for you right now. You're not ready for it. Similarly, why can't we think like that about in footballing situation? These footballers, some of them in the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, Caicedo, and few more, these guys are building experience, right? They're building experience. They've got to a situation with Enzo Maresca where they felt that they were developing and going somewhere. All of a sudden, that manager parts way with Chelsea, and then they bring in Liam Rosenior, who as a player wasn't one of the finest players, but that's not really a huge deal. But as a manager, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. So I can understand these players being upset. It's not a crazy thought process. And then here you are saying, we get sacked if we refuse to work. None of these guys have refused to work, They're still playing. So this is where you're like, I don't go like, they're still playing, but they're just not putting their best efforts because they don't feel like doing that. They feel disconnected with the football club. Why is this so difficult? We as a fan base feel disconnected with the football club. Ishan, what I'm saying, does this make sense? Because it seems like my brother Asad, he fails to realize this at times.
No, 100% I resonate with you, Miss. I think so. Having a person to lead a club, a team, a management, let's say, any firm, like you said, right, has to lead with some example, has to have his own, pedigree, and if not, then build it, right? We've seen the example of Maresca. To be honest, I was not happy when we picked Maresca as well because we had the chance. You remember at that point of time we had the chance of picking up Luis Enrique as a manager, but we chose not to. We had the chance to pick who had which are Nagelsmann, Luis Enrique, and we ended up picking up Maresca at that point of time, who was just coming out from winning championship, but championship is something we don't rate at all, right? So we weren't
Mm.
happy. So even the Maresca signing initially was not the creme de la creme signing, or everyone was not very much confident about it. But then this guy, have to give kudos to him, man. He's built his legacy in Chelsea Football Club itself. He was winning games that he was not supposed to. He was shaping the way that he could beat any team coming at him, right? And then he won us a trophy. He won us a couple of trophies, man, and kudos to him. So he's built that legacy. So
Mm.
even if you don't have the pedigree initially, you gotta work hard to build it when you got the chance to do so, right? The same goes with Liam Rosenior. Yes, 100%. I was disconnected when we chose Liam Rosenior. Just like I told you, right? We sacked Maresca, and then the expectation was to get someone equal or better than Maresca. We ended up getting Liam Rosenior, which we very well knew that could is not the level, right? But then we as fans, what we gotta do? We gotta back that decision. Right? Just play, just win us games, right?
Mm.
He didn't do that. He had the chance, like get better, go to that level. If you're not at that point of you getting picked at the club, right? He didn't go to that level, and it was like everything was real. So if Liam Rosenior at the initial stint of him being selected as Chelsea manager, he's got two options. One, you're already not a reputed manager, so you got to build one. You've got a good chance with Chelsea Football Club. Either be like Maresca, build one and then leave. Look where Maresca is now. He's about to get appointed as Man City head coach. That's a
Mm.
huge thing because he's built that legacy in Chelsea. Before that, was Maresca's legacy that big? No, he's built it in
Mm.
Chelsea. So Rosenior had the option to build it in Chelsea. So just like you said, it's not important to be a very top class player to be a good manager. No, but if you've
Mm.
got the chance to be the manager, like take the opportunity and build yourself, build your legacy, man, build a team. You didn't do that, just like Graham Potter couldn't do, just like maybe Lampard also couldn't do, right? As a manager, at least, right? So you got the chance, you didn't deliver. Now we want someone who is proven, and hence Xavi Alonso comes in with the pedigree, with someone who the players can respect at the initial stint, right? So
Mm.
compare Liam Rosenior and Xavi Alonso, like you said, very well put as well. That Xavi Alonso instantly demands that respect and instantly demands the attention that manager should get. I don't think so. Liam Rosenior had that pull initially, but to get a team streamlined back to the winning ways, it's very important for someone to have that pedigree as a player, as a manager with Xavi Alonso Dixon, man. And it's
Mm.
important to get things going. It's important to discipline your team. We've seen a lot of instances where we feel like the team is dejected. It's not. It seems like they were not willing to give the 100%. They were not they were not into the game. They were not
Mm.
there to give their everything, right? And that was very visible on the grounds. But someone like a Xabi Alonso would fill that in for the players because he was a player himself. He know it better than anyone else. And then of course a manager as well. He's got a pedigree, so he demands instant respect there. So very well put in, Miz. I think so. It's important to have someone in the dressing room. At least if your manager is respectable, then players will give 100%. But even if there's not, it's not that everything is lost initially. Only Rosiner had the chance to do it. He couldn't, and hence he's lost his job, and maybe we have to find someone like Xabi Alonso.
Do you know what? Like, it's not. It's not really. It's not even really Rossini's fault. Like, he should not have even been selected as a manager to come to Chelsea Football Club.
100%,
Like,
100%. Yes.
it's our ownership that has screwed this guy's life. And who knows? Who knows if he can bounce back from this? If like if there's any other Premier League clubs will ever give him an opportunity, he might even have to start from the base level again. He might have to start exactly the way Frank Lampard did: go to the Championship, pick up a team from there, and see if he can promote that
Yeah.
Championship team.
Look,
You know
Miss,
what I mean?
I got a question here, right? I got a question, and this question has been floating in my mind since Graham Potter
Mm.
scenario and saga as well, right? Don't the managers, these young managers or managers who don't have that pedigree to run a club like Chelsea Football Club with this, fans and board and management and owners, everything, don't they have their self-realization, right? That whenever this opportunity comes in, and Rosenior is a different case, right? He was already stuck with Strasbourg and Strasbourg has the same owners as Chelsea Football Club. So most probably he didn't have much choice. But my question is, can't these managers say no? Like, yes, the opportunity is huge, but maybe,
Nagelsmann said no. Nagelsmann said no.
right? So
I think Luis Enrique at the end said also no. Our ownership said no as well to Luis Enrique. But I think for some of these people, Ishan, especially people like Liam Rosenior, who are not well established as yet, even Maresca, it's too difficult for them to say no. When a club like Chelsea Football Club comes and knocks on their door, how can you say no? Like you are Strasbourg manager or you were Leicester manager. Now Chelsea Football Club, a top European level club, comes in, knocks on your door. Yes, you're right. You should have some self-awareness. Am I ready for this job? But you don't want to admit to that. You wanna sort of play
yeah,
along that, oh, they've approached me, which makes me think that yes,
right,
maybe I am ready because they're approaching me.
right.
So
So think about
uh,
this, Yamis. I would like to relate to our work only, right? So let's say
yeah.
currently I'm just five. I've got 5 years of experience, right?
Mm,
If someone comes and gives me let's say a deputy CEO position or a vice
mm,
president position, I would say, hell no, get off, man. Are you mad? But it's a good opportunity. Hella money, hella money. I'd be enjoying my life with all those money,
mm,
but a hell lot of responsibilities as well. For which I would say that, you know what, maybe the responsibility is way too much for what I've
mm,
already been through in these 5 years. Maybe I need a good 4 5 years more to maybe think about it. 5 years is
mm,
not enough. So can't these managers have those clear thought that, you know what, I'm just managing Strasbourg. Am I okay to go to Chelsea Football Club against all these big egos, against that management level,
mm,
and against Premier League clubs? Shouldn't I give myself a good 1 2 year more, get a bit more experience, get some good pedigree on my name, and then go to the club like that so that I get to manage egos? Because if me, take my case, 5 years experience, I go to and sit in that vice president position, people working under me would not work the
yeah,
way they should because they wouldn't respect me, right?
yeah,
So that's the thing. Self-realization and look, Luis Enrique Nagelsmann is a different case. Maybe they didn't want the ecosystem or the Premier League or the country that they want to
mm,
manage in, right? But these young managers like Rosenior, right? Graham Potter maybe, but then okay, he had got that Premier League experience for the first place, right? So maybe that is a bit justified. But someone like Rosino, he could have said like, maybe I give me 1 2 years more to get my pedigree a bit
mm.
high standards so that I can go and manage those egos, or else I am gone, bro. And that comes down to the managerial career of Rosenior. You think so? This guy is gonna get a job very soon? I don't think so, man. Just like Graham Potter has probably ruined his half of his career already.
No, you're right. Like, I mean, these sort of things have actually happened to me in my life, like a workplace where certain things came a bit too early in my life, and I was like, I could take this, but I'm not ready for it. I'm not entirely ready for it. I need to get a little bit more experience to make sure I'm ready for it. But the problem now I'm facing is I feel like now I'm ready for it, but those opportunities are not coming as often as they used to. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, should I have taken it back then? Maybe I would have flopped. Who knows? But now that I'm ready, oh, they're not really coming along that often. So I look, I fully understand your self-awareness thing. There's money involved as well. That's the other factor, Ishan, because these guys, Liam Rosini, I think he got a long-term contract. It was like a 5-year contract with quite a lot of money involved. So he's probably thinking, even if I do get sacked, I'm gonna get a nice payout. And I can use that payout, support my family, and then after that, I'll get back into the managerial scene somewhere. Someone's going to take me. So they're probably thinking it's a win-win. If it works, I click. I'm a genius at Chelsea Football Club. If it doesn't work, I walk away with a good payout. So look, bottom line, as I said, it's not really Liam Rosenior's fault. It's our fault to approach him. It's the people that are involved in our football club. What were you thinking? What were you thinking about trying to approach someone like Liam Rosenior? Why didn't you just say, you know what? Our intentions wasn't to part ways with Enzo Maresca. But it is what it is. We are going to revisit this situation in the summertime or closer to the end of the season. Meanwhile, we'll continue with the interim manager, Callum McFarlane. You continue on with the process of what Maresca was doing. Whatever Maresca was doing, you go and continue that on so that the players don't feel disillusioned. So the players don't feel confused. The players, get them to continue doing Enzo Maresca's work because the players have been under Enzo Maresca for about 18 months. So they would know the repetition, they would know the how the training sessions would go and the planning behind oppositions and so on and so forth. And then just before the season would end, i.e. right now, then you look for someone. I just feel we as a football club under this ownership, Ishan, we've always been so incompetent. We've never ever tried to make good decisions, right decisions. Ishan's gone, by the way. He'll be back. I think there's some issues with his network. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I feel like we've never ever, our ownership has never made astute decisions. I think this is the first time under their decision to get Xabi Alonso. It's probably one of the better ones they've ever made. So let's see what happens in regards to that. Mr. MB889, big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Imagine staying up past 1 a.m. Eastern time to see Conference Place. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Asad, wasn't working means we went 1 in 7. Look, I hear that. I do hear that. I hear that he went 1 in 7, and if he had continued in that manner, he probably would have got himself sacked anyway. But the situation was, Asad, he didn't get sacked. He left. They parted ways. So the 1 in 7 wasn't even the problem. So once again, Asad, you are someone who's definitely doesn't understand the whole situation properly. For you to even say wasn't working means we went 1 in 7, it's almost as if you're saying he got sacked. Maresca didn't get sacked. Just to let you know, newsflash, if you didn't know, Asad, Maresca did not get sacked. It had nothing to do with his results or anything like that. He parted ways, and he parted ways because the biggest reason being, because there's a lot of other reasons, right? There's plenty other reasons behind the scenes, but one of the biggest one is Maresca did not get the contract that he wanted. Maresca felt after the Club World Cup, he deserved a brand new, much established contract. Not the length of the contract, because the length of his contract was long anyway. He wanted better monetization. He wanted a better remuneration package. And can you blame the guy at that point? He took over, Ishan, he took over a Chelsea football club under Pochettino, where we finished 6th and made it into Conference League, when the expectation was to make it into Champions League under Pochettino, right? And because Pochettino was meant to be a experienced level manager, right? So anywho, Pochettino failed to deliver that. Pochettino parted ways as well, by the way. And Maresca felt that he took that team, gave a structure, won the Conference League, won the Club World Cup, and also for the first time under this ownership gave them Champions League football by finishing 4th. It's not too crazy for Enzo Maresca to believe, hey, wait a second, you paid me X amount last season, but this season you might have to pay me a little bit more because I'm onto something. I'm building something. And now I've also provided you trophies. So it would be nice if you rewarded me. When we are seeing these sporting directors getting rewarded with pay rises and whatnot. So why is it okay for the sporting directors to get pay rises and it's not okay for Enzo Maresca to get a pay rise? So I think that is the bigger problem here, is that we didn't support him. And even when Levi Colwell was injured, Enzo Maresca demanded that I need a defender who's capable of playing the way Levi Colwell does. You see the difference already. Levi Colwell's only been back for 2-3 matches. And you see the difference already from the back, the way he passes. None of our defenders were even capable of doing that whilst Levi Colwell was injured. So Maresca once again has been vindicated that he was right. Levi Colwell's injury was actually a big blow for us. So, this whole thing about wasn't working means we went 1-7. I don't know. Majority of the fan base didn't want him to be sacked. I mean, Ishan, would you agree that no one wanted him to be sacked at that point? Well, majority of the fans didn't want him to be sacked. Oh, for him to part ways with Chelsea Football Club.
Yes, I think I agree to that, man. Maresca's sacking, the entire Maresca saga we've been through, Mason, and we were seeing match by match that something is wrong, something is off. Maresca's decisions, the way the team played, the change in the attitude, the change in the body language of the players, Maresca's post-match, pre-match conferences, the change in tone in Maresca's, interviews. Everything was changing, and we knew the fact that something's getting out of hands, out of control, and it's nothing with relates to tactics, right? It's nothing with relates to gameplay. It's something that is going on between Maresca and the owners. And what the report said was the contract situation kicked in. Maresca was denied. That was like just the ignition of the fire, right? And then the real problem came in when Levi Colwell got injured and Maresca started asking for a centre back, which he rightfully did that, and probably the team needed as well. We all knew the fact that the team needed a centre back at that point of time, right? And it was really crucial from the season's perspective, from leading the team's perspective. But he got denied, and that's when things started to go absolutely left for Maresca and the team, and it reflected on the performances, Maresca's decision. Remember when we were coming after halftime and saying that, what is Maresca doing, man? What are these decisions? What's happening? Just one red card and everything is getting derailed. This is not Maresca. Something is wrong. So we knew the fact that it was not related to tactics and Maresca losing his mind. It's just about something which was out of control of Maresca and the players, and then that took a toll on him. Did he deserve? 100% he deserved the raise. 100%. You can't come out and tell me that winning a competition like a FIFA Club World Cup, which some of these fans are not realizing, by the way. This competition is going to come once in 4 years now, and you're going to see why this competition is important. The next, there
was a lot of money involved, Ishan. There was a lot of money. The winner, I think, got more than the Champions League winner. There was a lot of money involved.
100%. And like the World Cup is, right, and maybe like the Olympics is, which comes in once in 4 years. If there's any competition which has a lot of money, a lot of media attraction, and it comes very scarce, like once in 3-4 years, it gets a huge importance value or a label to it, right? And then people won't understand right now, but then the more the more events this competition makes, people will start understanding that how important this victory was for us. And you know what? Just hold on, man.
Go
on. Sorry, I'm back. So coming back to the point, I think so. Did Maresca deserve a raise? 100%. And again, right, we were addressing the elephant in the room. It's the owners who, by virtue of whom this all things get derailed. And somewhere down the line, I can resonate this with Xabi Alonso's contract as well. Did you see what's happening there? 4 years contract, same monetary value. What happens if in the next year Xabi Alonso is going to win us a couple of trophies and he's going to demand the same? Again, the same loop, cycle repeated. Is that what we're expecting? Is my question.
Well, Enzo Fernandez is going through the same thing, and we're going to talk about this. Nikhil saying, but by the way, just quickly to the live chat, I'm not saying Enzo Maresca is faultless here. I think somewhere along the path he engineered a move as well. I'm not denying that, but I think what I'm trying to say here, and this is what I'm trying to sort of convey the message, and I'm pretty sure Ishan will agree with me as well. He only engineered a path because he felt like he wasn't valued enough. So that's why he started engineering a path. Once again, I've been in those situations in my lifetime, in my workplace, where I felt like I don't think I'm being valued. So I'm going to engineer a way out of here. And I've done it. And this is exactly how I feel has happened with Enzo Maresca. So I'm not denying that he didn't engineer a path. I'm not denying that he didn't behind the scenes talk to Manchester City. We also saw the reports yesterday saying that he did talk to Manchester City, but he also told Chelsea Football Club about that he spoke to Manchester City. And he also said, I'm not looking to leave. If you can give me a better deal to stay, I'm actually willing to stay. But they felt that it wasn't the right time to talk about a contract renegotiation of the contract. So he only did what he felt was right. He felt that, okay, well, I've got a better contract with Manchester City. Let's part ways right now. So this is where people need to figure out this ownership. They've not made the right decisions. Xabi Alonso is the first one that made a right decision in a very long time. Nikhil, you cannot expect Maresca to have such expectations in mid-season. Well, it wasn't really mid-season. He started to talk about the contract stuff straight after the Club World Cup. He was indicating that I need to get rewarded with a bit more money. And it's absolutely fine to feel that. This is not... Once again, Ishan would know this from his workplace. I know this from my workplace. When you've done well in a year, you will go up to your manager and go, I think I deserve a pay rise. I've worked my backside off. Like, this is not some crazy thing to think about. A lot of people are like, why, like as Nikhil is saying, why can't you understand he's coming from championship league and he still had a lot to prove? Sure, he's had a lot to prove, but he's achieved something. He deserves something more now. He's not the same Enzo Maresca we hired. He's now an Enzo Maresca who's won the Club World Cup, who's won the Conference League, and who's given you Champions League qualification. So
the point is Maresca proved, right, Miss? Contradictory to what Nikhil is saying. Yes, he's coming from championship and he's proved. He's won you a couple of trophies and he's asking what he's well deserved to ask even at the mid-season, irrespective of what, right? He's made the team. He's owned the team. He's led the team to a couple of trophies. And adding to it, just like you said, even if he's coming from championship, that adds more of value to what he's achieved at such a club.
Yeah.
You've come from championship and you've won this team a Club World Cup, a Conference League. So
it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
It's huge. That means he deserved to ask what he's asking, because initially you were coming from championship and that's where your pay was less because your value was less. You've come from the championship side of things and the expectation is much tougher from you, because what would someone expect from a championship manager, right? But you rise in the entire ecosystem. You rose to the occasion. You did what you had to do, and you won trophies for the club. Being a championship manager, isn't that a tougher ask? He's did that, and hence why he deserved the pay rise, which was denied. So and that's where you can't come out and say that he was a championship manager, so the expectation cannot be you get a mid-season. Of course he should have got a mid-season raise, What do you mean? He's won us a couple of trophies being a championship manager when our entire team was getting derailed after what Graham Potter did to this team. So why not? He definitely deserved it, man. And us not giving him and look about the Man City links, like you rightly said. If it was Chelsea who was acknowledging his efforts and maybe would have given him a rise, this entire Man City conversation wouldn't have come in the first place. You know what I mean? Maresca probably would have been still a Chelsea manager, and all those riff-raffs and all those derail that you had saw that season with those stupid decisions, those red card saga wouldn't have happened because Maresca would have been more level-headed and he would knew what was to be done if he would have given the full pocket that he was supposed to get, and also the players that was deserved in that team to get, maybe transferred from some other club because the team needed that. Right, so two decisions which the ownership absolutely bamboozled was one, not giving Maresca what he wanted, and then not giving the team the right replacement for Levi Colwell and maybe some other players. So that derailed everything.
And on top of that, they not only they stuffed all of that up, then they hired Rosenior to compound the mistake even more. Like you've already made a couple of mistakes. Now you've put mistake over mistake over mistake. Name Painami, thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate that. Nikhil's also said one thing over here. Miss, I totally agree with you. We all be in that position. I'm not arguing. Maresca is at fault the way he was handling. Once again, I disagree with that, Nikhil, because what is he's approached his employer and he said, I don't want to go. You make me a good offer and make me stay. So it's us who said, go, leave. How could we have not realized? This is what I mean. This is where you need a proper footballing person in the football club to say, oh, hold on, ownership, hold on, sporting directors. If we let go of Maresca now, what's our plan? Who are we bringing in? Do we even have a backup plan? No? Okay. I think you're best suited to give him what he wants now. Let's think about it in the summer. What is Maresca wanting? Let's say Maresca was, I don't know, for argument's sake, let's say Enzo Maresca was on £5 million a year as his wages. Maybe he's now demanding 7 million or 8 million. Would you not say, okay, let me give him this 8 million? And then if we are not happy with him in the summer, to be upset about anyway, because results weren't something that was bothering you anyway. Your biggest bother with Enzo Maresca was that he was asking you for a new contract. That's your biggest bother. And if that was your biggest bother, you made a blunder. You should have given him that contract. And then on top of that, when you've parted ways, it was so clear and obvious that you didn't even have a plan. Like, if you're going to part ways with someone, you should try your level best to have a plan, a contingency plan that, okay, if this guy goes, then I have someone. Your contingency plan was Liam Rosenior, which wasn't really even a contingency plan. It's because he was under Blueco, so you just got him. It wasn't really even a contingency plan. It was the most convenient move. So honestly, to the live chat, to Ishan as well, like as Nikhil is saying, leaving the team just like that, putting under the there's no affiliation. He's looking after himself. I will continue to support and look after the team as long as you support me. It's simple as that. And now it comes down to the Enzo Fernandez situation, the same thing. A lot of people are like, how's Enzo Fernandez demanding more money? This is what they're asking Ishan. How's Enzo Fernandez is a footballer who has seen all sorts of nonsense in this football club. He's been here for 4 seasons. He's seen multiple managers. He's seen all the rubbish that has taken place in this football club. Before I continue, someone's saying, I disagree with you, Miss. How can you offer the guy was still under contract? he would just said no. He was using it. See, once again, these people. I'm on a particular wage with my employer, so you can supposedly say I'm on a contract, right? I have a certain wage that I was agreed when I was first hired. I'm currently negotiating with my employer that I deserve more money because I'm working my backside off. And my skill set is far superior than some of my colleagues that I have. So, what would you say to me? I'm not allowed to do that? Why wouldn't I not be allowed to do that? So, how could you disagree? I disagree with you, Miss. How can you want some of you guys? It feels like you don't know professional settings. You don't know how it all works. Like, you need to value yourself. And this whole thing about contract, let me tell you something. Just because someone has a contract, Enzo Fernandez has a long-term contract, João Pedro has a long-term, it means nothing. Anything can be broken. Anything can be broken. See, for instance, Enzo Fernandez looks like he might have his last game for Chelsea Football Club. He's got a long-term contract. Well, why is he able to go? It don't mean anything. If both parties don't want to be together anymore, contracts mean nothing. It can be broken. And every contract has many different clauses. I can get out if this happens, I can get out. You think some of these players, they go into a contract, they get their lawyers, their agents to go through a contract and put different clauses in there. They make sure that both parties, not just the player, but even the club, that they can part ways. Every contract would definitely have an exit strategy. How can I still exit? I don't want to be locked in. So, people, we need to wake up. But yeah, coming back to the Enzo Fernandez situation, Ishan. He's seen so much nonsense. Last couple of seasons, he's actually been one of our better players.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he demand? Once again, why wouldn't he demand more money?
Right.
Of course, he'll demand more money, and of course, he'd want a new contract. And if Chelsea Football Club are unable to give him that contract, of course, he's going to want to go. Simple.
Yeah. No, it's simple, man. Like I said, these long contracts are a fluke, to be honest. I don't know. Same thing I can resonate with Xabi Alonso as well. Just like I said, he's agreed a contract of 4 years, similarly to what these players are, right? Enzo Fernandez has agreed to a long-term contract. Same long-term contract is what Cole Palmer is on as well, right? And all these players, Caicedo, Cucurella, but everybody seems on the verge of leaving. Why? Because if you don't acknowledge the players who worked for you, work for the club, and don't give a continuous pay rise, same what like you said, right? In our work environment as well, if you don't get continuous pay rise or at least what we deserve, I think so it becomes difficult for any individual to stay and work for the club, right? And then we complain that the performance is not coming, it's not 100%, and everything that the player is at fault, this, that, and the other. Of course, the player will look out to go and seek a different new club, because it's not that the player doesn't want to play for TFC. It's more about that he's not getting what he wants to get. It's not that he doesn't love the club. It's more about what I'm giving for years and years now. Maybe acknowledge something from my side, and we'll be good to go.
And Ishan, he's actually been one of our better players for the last 2 seasons. It's clear to see. The stats show it as well. It's clear to see with the eyes, and the stats show as well. But what he is demanding is not this is not crazy, man. Obviously, he's going to want a new contract. He was going to want, and this committee, Ishan, is a very important one from Ashraf. Enzo is not signing a new contract, and his current contract wages will be reduced due to lack of Champions League. He's so gone. So he knows next season Chelsea doesn't have Champions League. His wages are actually going to be less.
Yeah.
So that's why
he's given 4 years on the same wage, right? He's given 4 years, 4 seasons on same wage. How do you think a man cannot ask for a pay rise after 4 seasons, and you expect him to give 100%, be at his 100% health, give 100% game in, game out. And for 4 years, this guy is like working his backsides off, giving to the club, and he can't ask for anything more. What is happening?
No, because you're on contract. You're on a 9-year contract. You can't ask for anything more. Whatever you
That's
sign,
what, yeah.
like initially, now this will last for 9 years. That's not how life works, man. That's not how life works.
That's why I said, man, these long-term contracts are a fluke, man, because initially you got signed at one pay, right? And then contracts are exactly that, right? 9 years contract, and this is the amount. But are you expecting that guy to get that amount for entire 9 years? Entire 5
Caicedo
years?
just got a new contract. Caicedo just got a new contract. Cole Palmer got a new contract.
Yeah, exactly.
So
what are you trying to see, man?
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean. And then exactly same happened with Maresca as well. Look at the Maresca saga. We're talking about this Maresca saga, right? Exactly the same happened with Maresca saga. That he got paid. He signed a contract initially, and then he won us a couple of trophies. And then he very well deservingly asked for a bit more raise, which was not in his contract, of course, because the contract didn't knew he's going to win us trophies, right? But he did, and he deserved to ask more, but then he got rejected. How's that a justice to someone who's given to the club so much? So contracts are a fluke at the end of the day. It's more about is the player getting what he's giving to the club at the end of the day.
100%, man. Limitless is saying. So let's say they give him the contract he wants, and he's our best player for 2 years. To increase him again after 1 or 2 years, it all comes down to negotiation. Like Enzo Fernandez feels right now he's given a couple of really, really good seasons. He feels I need a new contract. I need better payment structure. On top of that, you're not even going to make Champions League football. I'm going to get my pay reduced. I need better, right? If he keeps producing better and better, obviously he's going to turn around and say, yeah, I need more money now. That's how life works. Like, I don't understand how some of these people can't understand this. That's exactly how I have carried myself in my workplace. I've always wanted more money.
Yeah.
If I'm working hard and I'm producing results, I'm wanting more money every year.
Yeah.
Every single year, I want more money. It's not. If my company says, Miz, this is your target for this season, for this year, and I smash the target, I'm demanding more money because you're getting benefits out of me. So I want more money. The problem with football is Enzo Fernandez singularly can't. If the entire team is doing shit, but he's doing well, that's where it gets a bit murky in the footballing world because it's a team sport. So you could do well, but the team's done shit. So the football club's not making enough money. But that's where it's very, very risky. Are you not going to reward the ones that have actually done well? Because then those ones are going to turn around and say, well, I'm not getting rewarded because my team's freaking shit. I've done my bit, my team's shit, but I'm getting penalized as well. Well, hell with that. I'm going somewhere that the team does well and I get paid well, I get my bonuses, I get everything, and I move on. So this is where Chelsea, but I don't understand, Ishan. They've given Caicedo a new contract. They've given Cole Palmer a new contract. They clearly feel Enzo Fernandez is probably good to get some money in the market. They must feel that he can fetch a bit of money for us, and with that money we can go and do our spending in the summer. But I feel like then, Ishan,
the question
you can't let go of your good players.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I said, man. It's okay if you've got a plan to let Enzo go and maybe bring someone who's of the equal stature or even better. Do you have that answer at this point of time? I don't think so. So what are I trying to do? Mint money out of Enzo Fernandez, that is fine. But then What about your first team? What about your what about your first team? What about your playing 11? Right? Who do you replace Enzo Fernandez with? This guy, and he's not someone who's been on the bench. He's been a regular starter. He's been in the regular playing 11. So how do you replace him is the question. If there is a good option, at least equal, if not better, then I'm fine with it. That you're spending money and maybe you're going to invest that money on some better player. But do you have a plan about it? No. So why the sale? Why the sale?
No, you're right, man. You're right. The Blues are saying is apparently Caicedo new contract costs 200K per week. Was Enzo asking for in the range of 250 to 300? If that's the case, our board will not agree. Look, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs as to how much who's asking. I don't even know if Caicedo was on that type of money. I don't know. The bottom line I'm going to say as a fan, and I think Ishan just mentioned that, we're entering the 5th season under this ownership. And we have yet to see this ownership do anything substantial in this Premier League, right? We've squandered our chance this, last summer off the back of the Club World Cup. So we are finally now got ourselves a good manager. We're entering the 5th season under this ownership. You would want to make sure that you have good players in your team, the players that are genuinely good. You want to make sure that you can keep them and provide that to Xabi Alonso, and then add a little bit more on top of that to really give Xabi Alonso an opportunity to achieve something great next season. I think that's what I'm trying to get to, is that it's not smart to get rid of players that have become a big part of your football club. So it just doesn't. Yeah, imagine getting rid of Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez. It's crazy. It actually is crazy. But yeah, now big up to each and every one of you guys that is tuned in. Match will start very, very soon, in less than 15 minutes. As I said, quite a lot that rides on this. Ishan, I want to ask you, this match against Sunderland, obviously it's going to be pretty difficult away from home to Sunderland. They're a good team. Lot still riding. Do you want Europa League at all, Ishan, or do you want one game a week?
No, if I'd won anything, I would want Europa League, not the Conference League, please. So if it's a Europa League, I'm on. If not Europa League, then give me nothing. One game a week is fine with me. Let Xabi Alonso come in. New league for him as a manager. So settle in the new league. Have one game at a time, and then do your bits, man. Focus. Be hyper focused on the Premier League is what I would want from Xabi Alonso. It would be good, decent for Xabi Alonso. It's fine. I don't want Xabi Alonso to waste his time, effort, energy on some McDonald's league. You know what I mean? Where I don't know which part of the world that he would have to travel for some just a lame trophy at the end of the season. So again, give me a Europa League, or else just give me one game at a week, be it Premier League only. So I'll be happy with that, and along with the cups, maybe us doing better there with the new manager will have a greater chance. So yeah, man, let's hope for the best, but then cannot still digest the fact that Arsenal's on the league, man.
Bro. It was such a reality shock for me, man, that day. Last weekend, was it? Or was it on midweek? Yeah, midweek. Yeah, it was midweek. It's still a shock for me. I genuinely thought in my lifetime, again, obviously, when they won the last time, I think I finished high school and I got into university. I think that's when the last time they won.
I wasn't even watching football at that point of time, man.
You weren't even watching football. So, you never even watched Arsenal. So I've seen Arsenal lift trophies before, but I thought that was it. I was never ever going to see it again. And for it to happen, and the realization that it could happen again next season.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. Chelsea Football Club, man, wake up. Like, for F's sake. Pep Guardiola is gone. Jurgen Klopp's been gone for a couple of seasons. Next
Arne
season,
Slot is in shambles.
he's in shambles. Like, next season, it's free for all. Because for me, I still don't think Arteta is like some world-class manager that can't be undone. He's a good
Yeah.
manager, don't get me wrong, but he's not like some you know, super natural being or something like that, right? So it bugs me that if we just get a little bit serious, we could be there next season. We could. But the problem is, this ownership so far has shown that they're not going to make those decisions.
Yeah.
And Arsenal are only going to get stronger and stronger. And these players and Arteta, along with their entire hierarchical board, they'll probably sit down and say, we have a great opportunity to build a dynasty here, to build an era, the Arsenal era. They'll probably feel we can
not because they're great or superior. It's because there's no competition anymore.
There's no competition anymore.
Yeah.
That's because you best believe if Pep and Jurgen Klopp were still here, they'd be like, ooh, next season will be tough again. It'll be difficult.
Yeah.
It'll be very difficult. But now they're looking at the field and like, we can go. We can build something. We can go second. We can go a third time. We can go a fourth time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably thinking, Chelsea, sure, yeah, they've got Xabi Alonso, very, very good manager, but yeah, we know Chelsea are now going to do serious level of business. They're not going to do that. So you can have Xabi Alonso, you can have anyone you want. As long as you don't do the business, you're not going to do nothing. And they're very confident with themselves that they've got a good unit. They're going to keep adding to it. They've got a good sporting director. Yeah. And they've got a manager that's very, very good as well. So, yeah, that's what it was bugging me. It was just, it was so bugging me, bro. But coming back to the point, Ishan, coming back to this game, I'm like you. I at least want Europa. You know, I think that'll be good for Xabi Alonso. If it's not Europa, don't give me anything else. Like, if it's not Europa, just absolutely get smashed by Sunderland. Get smashed. 3-4, 5-0, whatever, get smashed. I don't want Conference League. But I hope we can beat Sunderland. I think this is going to be a tight game. Someone was saying that if Sunderland win and Brighton drop points, then Sunderland get into Europa League. So I didn't know that. So Sunderland also has an opportunity to make it into Europa League. So this game, let's have a quick look at the table, man. Premier League. By the way, another interesting one is obviously Spurs. We're going to have one eye on the Spurs situation. I am begging, I am hoping, I am praying that Spurs get relegated. I think that will be a sensational situation. So one eye will be there. Yeah, look, Ishan, Sunderland, 51 points, Chelsea, 52 points. So if Brighton lose, they'll have to lose. Yeah, so if Brighton lose, no, wait a second. If they draw 54, they'll have to lose. So Brighton will have to lose. If Brighton lose,
if they draw and we win, we are still through, right?
Yeah, we are through. But for Sunderland, if they win and Brighton loses, then they're through. As long as Brentford doesn't do anything. Brentford drops points against Liverpool. But for us, it's clear cut. We need to beat Sunderland, and Brighton need to drop points against Man United. And then that's that. What's your prediction for this game, Isha?
Can we do something different? Let's go. We've got 5 minutes quickly. Every game at the same time. Let's predict every game scoreline.
Shit.
And at the end of the show, I'm gonna join back and we're gonna glance through that. Who's got the better of the predictions?
Are we also gonna do the ones that don't matter? Like, should we do the ones like Man City and Aston Villa? Does that matter?
Yeah, I mean, okay for the prediction game only. I know it doesn't matter.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Man City, Aston Villa. I think Man City will win at home, finish off the season with a win.
Give me a scoreline, man. I'm gonna know this.
Give you a scoreline.
I'm making this serious. Yeah.
I'll go with Man City 3-1. 3-1 Man City to beat Aston Villa. Aston Villa, I think they'll be partying. They would have probably been partying for the Europa. They're already in the Champions League, so they probably don't give a shit anymore. I think
I go
Man
2-0 here.
Okay.
2-0 City.
I go with Man United to beat Brighton 2-0.
2-0
2-1.
United.
2-1. 2-1. 2-1 2-1 Man United.
2-1 United, huh? I go 3-1. 3-1 United.
Okay, nice.
3-1 United.
I'm going with 1-1 draw, Fulham Newcastle.
Okay. And I go Newcastle 2, Fulham 1.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go with Everton to beat Spurs 2-1.
Wow.
Everton to beat
2-1.
Spurs 2-1.
Okay. Okay. I'm going 1-0 Everton. 1-0 Everton.
Wow. I'm going Liverpool to close things off of the season at Anfield. I'm going Liverpool to win 2-0.
2-0 Liverpool. Yeah. I'll go 2-1. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1.
2-1
Wolves,
Liverpool.
Burnley 0-0. Wolves,
0-0,
Burnley,
huh?
I'm going 0-0.
Dead game, huh?
Dead game, bro.
I think so. Burnley is gonna win this, man. Burnley 2-0. 2-0 Burnley.
Oh, wow.
2-0 Burnley.
I mean, yeah, they're at home. Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. This is actually a pretty big game. Not for Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest, they already say, but Bournemouth, if they win and Liverpool lose or draw, or I think lose, or maybe even draw, then Bournemouth actually qualify for the Champions League. Actually,
Imagine Bournemouth in the Champions, man.
but and if Aston Villa lose as well, because Aston Villa will be fifth, so Bournemouth is actually a hot chance to make Champions League. A hot
Wow.
chance.
Wow.
Iraola going to be delivering Champions League for Bournemouth. So look,
Wow.
I'm going for a Bournemouth victory here. I'm going for Bournemouth. Bournemouth to win 2-1.
2-1 Bournemouth. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bournemouth victory again. I think so. I'll go 3-0, man. I'll go 3-0.
3-0. I'm going with West Ham to beat Leeds because I'm hoping for a Spurs relegation. So I'm going with West Ham to win 3-0.
Wow, mate, you're thrashing Spurs.
I'm smashing Spurs, bro.
I'll go 2-0. I'll go 2-0 West Ham.
All right, okay. Sunderland, Chelsea. I'm going Chelsea. Chelsea 1-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go same, man. I was about to say the same. Yeah, 1-0 Chelsea.
And Palace and Arsenal, honestly, I don't think it really matters. I think that might just be, I don't know, that might be a 1-1.
1-1, 1-1. Okay. 1-1. You said Palace and who? Arsenal, right?
Arsenal, yeah.
No, man, Arsenal gonna win it. They'll be high on adrenaline. I think so. They're gonna smash this up, man. I think so.
Do you think so?
I'll go 3. Yeah.
I
They'll be
haven't
high on
seen the
adrenaline.
lineup. I haven't seen the lineup, so I don't really know. So I don't know if Arsenal are playing with their strongest team or not.
Yeah, no, fine. I'll go 3-1.
Cool. All right, Ishan, I'm going to let you go, brother, because we're going to start doing the watch along. Do pop by at halftime, and
Yes.
at full time I'm leaving because by then it'll be 3 a.m. So I'm leaving straight away. So pop down at halftime. I'll see you at halftime, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. This hopefully is a good game and one that we win, and we get ourselves at least Europa League for next season. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, watch along. About to start. Match is about to start very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Palmer, last game for him for this season for Chelsea. Can he do something? It's been an abysmal season for Cole Palmer. Last game for Callum McFarlane as well as interim manager. He'll be part of the backroom staff, but yeah. Bournemouth need to score more than 6 goals to leapfrog Liverpool. Okay. So that's not going to happen. Bournemouth need to score more than 3 goals to leapfrog. Okay, 6 goals. Sunderland getting Europa League first season back would be madness. That would be very much a madness. Very, very much a madness. Match is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We've kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. We've kicked off. Sanchez goes long. Nice sunny day. Bright and sunny at the Stadium of Light. And here comes Sunderland. Straight away with the ball. Enzo Fernandez chasing. Malo Gusto intercepts that. Come on, Pedro Neto. So it looks like Pedro Neto is playing on the right side. Cole Palmer playing inside. Ja Pedro up top. Sunderland goalkeeper goes long. Oh, come on, Wesley Fofana. You had time, brother. You had time on that one. Really good season for Sunderland, man. Coming back to the Premier League. And did they come back to the Premier League or were they there last season? No, they did come back. Yeah, Sunderland. Yeah. Very, very good season for Sunderland, if I'm being honest. They've heavily invested. They bought a lot of players and they've done well. The manager's done well as well. They beat us earlier on this season, no? I remember I was in New Jersey. I was in America during that time. Earlier on this season, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure they beat us 2-1. The heartbreak right at the end. Oh, that was such a shit game to watch, man. I was so pissed off. I was so angry after that game. That Brobby, yeah, I remember that Brobby. Brobby's the guy that screwed us over. Harrison Shaka got to be one of the signings of the season. Yeah, probably right. Probably right. Doesn't get talked about enough, if I'm being honest. Throw in for Sunderland. I don't know if you guys have watched this on, I think it was on Netflix or maybe it was on Prime, but the documentary Sunderland Till I Die. That's a fine documentary, man. If you guys haven't watched that, it's obviously a bit of an old one now. It's been a few years. But that documentary, if you haven't watched Sunderland Till I Die, really good. Yeah, I think they came back to beat us 2-1. Yeah, they did. The Sunderland attack might cause our defense some problems. The type of player Bluco would never go to because he's too old. Yeah, grandpa. Granit Xhaka would be deemed as a grandpa at Chelsea Football Club under this ownership. Here we go. Corner coming up for Sunderland. Could look a bit dangerous here. Set piece. Straight to Roberto Sanchezmo. Come on, Chelsea. Nice throw. Pedro Neto. Look for options. Nice. Malo Gusto back to Pedro Neto. Whistles going off at Sunderland Stadium. Levi Colwell to Fofana. Fofana to Pedro Neto. Nicely skipped pass. Yes, that's beautiful. Cole Palmer into free space. Get in there, sunshine. Score. Oh my day. Oh my God. Oh my God. Cole Palmer. Oh my God. Oh my days. Oh my God. That should have been a goal. What the hell was that? He passed it to the goalkeeper. Oh my God. He literally just passed it to the goalkeeper. There was no power, no nothing. That was embarrassing. He did everything well. Pedro Neto does really well to put him through. And then Palmer does everything well to cut inside. And then he passed it to the goalkeeper. What the hell, man? Gerald saying, Miz, which team are you supporting at the World Cup? Look, my childhood team, before I even followed club football, was Germany. And it still is Germany. Look, I'm not going to lie. Since I started following club football a lot more closely, I've not really paid too much attention with international football. But I've ever since I was a little kid, I've been a diehard Germany fan. Still am to a certain level. Still am. I'm going to be cheering Germany. So yeah. But we'll see. I do like quite a lot of other teams as well lately. I like Morocco. I like, obviously Australia is going to be there, which is important. So yeah, quite a few other players. Yeah. Here we go, Sunderland. We're all over the shop. Good save, Sanchez. Good save. Very good save. Brazil are the golden boys. Yeah. I'm just very annoyed with Brazil, how they didn't select João Pedro. It really, really pissed me off. And now I'm hoping Brazil, I hope you get absolutely smoked. I hope you get destroyed. But look, I'm excited to see Neymar. I'm excited to see a few other players there. Endrick. Yeah, man, look. I've been not massive, but I'm a little bit of a Cristiano Ronaldo fanboy. Especially when he went to Real Madrid. Obviously, I wasn't a fanboy when he was in Manchester United. Since he left Man United, So obviously, one eye on Portugal as well. Yeah, look, it's quite a few teams, man. Quite a few teams that I like, but yeah. Germany, the number one. I said Germany number one. Australia, I'll definitely be supporting Australia. Then we'll see. I just hope Australia beat USA. Are they in the same group, huh? Australia and USA in the same group. Oh, that's 3 points for Australia. Come on, Fofana. Well done, Fofana. Good job. Malo Gusto, first time pass to no one. Well done, Malo Gusto. What a pass. Sensational. He's another one that's been disappointing, Malo Gusto. He really has been. No way is Australia beating USA. You do realize Australia made it to the second round last World Cup. Australia only lost to Argentina by a fine margin. If you remember, I think it was 2-1. Australia played really well against Argentina. Who even is Australia's best player? Look, I was closely following Australia from 2002 World Cup after the France 98. I think the one in Korea. Australia did really well there. Back then, there was Team Cahill, Harry Kewell, Mark Viduka, Brett Emerton, Marco Bresciano. 2006 probably wasn't that great. 2010 was okay as well. Team Cahill was the captain at that time. Still remember he scored a fine goal against Netherlands. But now, yeah, there's not too many players that I know now, if I'm being absolutely honest. Few players I know. I think the goalkeeper, Matt Ryan, if you guys remember Matt Ryan, goalkeeper, Brighton goalkeeper. Then they have Harry Suter, who's, I don't know where he plays now, but used to play for Leicester once upon a time, Harry Suter, who's a defender. And there are other few bits and bobs. Chris Wood is Australian or New Zealand? New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, those are some legendary names, man. Q. Team Cahill. Yeah. Oh, no, here we go. Sunderland inside the box. Sunderland inside the box. Oh, my days, man. The ball was just good defending. Enzo Fernandez not happy. He's not happy. He was screaming already. Come on, lads. Come on, Chelsea. 10 minutes gone. It's 0-0. It's opened up. No one's tracking the runner, man. No one's tracking the runner. He's just running in nicely. Should have been Wesley Fofana there, obviously. But he's got no idea where Wesley Fofana's positioning is so off. Yeah. Chelsea, we've gone on a summer holiday. It's an important game, Jedinak was solid as well. Yeah, he was. He was. Crystal Palace player, right? Once upon a time. Go. That's it. Oh, man. Come on, man. Passing has been awful. We've not been able to control this game at all. 11 minutes gone. It's pretty much been Sunderland, besides the one chance that Cole Palmer had. Come on, Chelsea. Liz, would you re-sign again Ian Martin if Cucurella leaves? No, I think Martin hype is now. The one that I would re-sign is Lewis Hall. If there's an opportunity to get Lewis Hall back to Chelsea Football Club, I think this guy could be a serious level player under Xabi Alonso. And if we play wing back, Lewis Hall would be a sensational wing back. That's one that I would like at Chelsea Football Club. I think Ian Martin time, yeah, it's kind of over. On paper, Turkey the strongest. I agree. Turkey I think is in the same group as Australia. So yeah, that's gonna be a tricky one. Sunderland throwing coming up. Here we go. Cross coming in now. Defender blocked by Cucurella. Spurs are really playing well. How many matches are you guys all watching? Like multiple matches? Another throw-in coming up for Sunderland. Straight to Robert Sanchez. Come on, let's try and get a handle of this game, man. Let's get a little bit of control in this game. Hato to Levi Colwell. Levi Colwell driving the ball forward. Hato, Caicedo over the top. That's very lovely from Caicedo, man. Levi Colwell bobbing forward. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez now driving the ball. That's a foul. That's a foul on Enzo Fernandez, yes. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Free kick coming up. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto about to take this free kick. Oh. Come on, Caicedo. Oh. Enzo. Chance for Enzo. Just couldn't keep the ball. But he gets the ball back. Yes, keep going, Enzo. Gerald saying, Miz, do you think Chubby will use 3 at the back? I mean, so far in his career, Chubby's been using 3 at the back. I don't. Did he use 3 at the back for Real Madrid? I don't think he did that for Real Madrid, did he? 3 at the back. Definitely did that for Bayer Leverkusen. Is he going to do it for Chelsea? Maybe. Maybe. A lot of people are saying the lineup that we're seeing right now is coming from Xabi Alonso. Like, I don't know how much of that is true, but yeah, I can see him using back 3. I can see him. Yeah, we'll see what happens next season. We'll see what's the profile of players that we get in the summer window. It'll give us a better indication. Sunderland with the ball now. Man, they get inside our box too easily, man. Honestly, it's too easy for them to get inside our box. Cross coming in. Enzo Lefebvre. They look like they're going to score. They look like they're going to score. It's good defending so far. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep the pressure. Come on. Sunderland trying to find space to get inside the box. Spreading the ball out wide now. Honestly, Sunderland's dictating terms a little bit here. João Pedro drops deep. Collects the ball. That's lovely play from João Pedro. Well done, João Pedro. Well done. So technically gifted, man. This is why João Pedro is so important. He's got the capacity to drop deep and help out. Gerald Hato, that's good stuff. Oh, my days. Cucurella, what was that? Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, my days, we were in trouble. Oh, my God, Cucurella, that was trouble, man. Colwell again. Colwell again saves the day. Colwell saves the day. Colwell saves the day, or else that could have been trouble. Sunderland are spelling the blood. Yeah, West Ham Spurs stream would be good. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult when you got all these matches on. It's very difficult. Corner coming up. Oh, my days. Oh, man. They're getting closer and closer to score. They're getting closer and closer to score, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting closer and closer. They're getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, people in the live chat feeling it as well. It's coming. It's coming. They're all over us. They're all over us. Sunderland are all over us. We have to somehow withstand this pressure. Somehow we have to withstand this pressure. And if we can do that, maybe we can somehow, give them a sucker punch. But right now, it's all Sunderland. It's all Sunderland. Miz, can you do any World Cup prediction or preview videos on your second channel? Would be good to see your thoughts on England squad too and who you'd take for Tuchel. Yeah, look, I think the second channel we're gonna start soon ramping it up with the World Cup situation coming up. So, yeah, definitely some content coming that way. Definitely, my man. Man, Sunderland, ladies and gentlemen, are all over us. Sunderland all over us. By the way, that was probably a foul by Caicedo. It was outside the box. That looked like a foul. Again, we cough up the ball. Oh my days, what a shot. Saved by Robert Sanchez. They're all over us, ladies and gentlemen. It's all Sunderland. It is all Sunderland. Huge injury for Spurs. Van der Ven injured. Okay. Mickey Van der Ven injured. Good. I don't want Europe, Miz. The Meccans plowing us. They are plowing us, man. They are indeed plowing us. Malo Gusto with the throw in. Somehow we need to show a little bit more grit. Sunderland 61% possession to our 39. They've already had 5 attempts on goals. They are pumping us. They are absolutely pumping us. They just don't have a goal to show for it. Last humiliation of the season. That's exactly what we needed, right? One more humiliation. But as if we haven't had enough humiliation all throughout the season. We need one more. Wrap things up with another humiliation. I'm just baffled. It's all Sunderland. Like we don't see the ball, and when we do see the ball, we give the ball away. There we go. We gave it away again. Caicedo. They are literally on top of us. Imagine missionary, right? Missionary position on top, and you are not letting go of your partner. Your partner's like, let me go on top. You are going nowhere. You're going nowhere. You're staying there. You are absolutely staying there. And just when you feel maybe your partner is about to wriggle away so they can take a new position, you grab them back again and keep going again. Do you know what I mean? Sunderland having fun with us. Sunderland enjoying. Mizhab now. Well, we're getting dominated. We're getting dominated, man. Absolute domination. Enzo Fernandez, that's lovely. Ooh, good interception from Sunderland player. Cole Palmer not completely happy with Enzo Fernandez there. Caicedo to Fofana. By the way, Malo Gusto is inverting. So it's 3 at the back. It is 3 at the back. It's Fofana, Hato, but Malo Gusto is inverting. And Kukurea is trying to play as high as possible. Neto is on the right side, and Cole Palmer is on the inside with Enzo Fernandez. So Malo Gusto is the one that's inverting on the ball. Oh, well done, Hato. You've done well there. You've done well there, Hato. Palmer avoided surgery, sacrificed this season for a World Cup he will watch on TV. Sounds like poetic justice. Yeah. I'm confused. They are playing like there's nothing to lose. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Like Sunderland playing like they've got a lot to achieve. And we're playing like we got nothing. Nothing's on the line. We just want to go on holiday. Levi Colwell wins that header. Cole Palmer trying to press. If they score, it's over for Chelsea. Enzo and Palmer can't start in the same team. One must be in the bench. Miz, have you seen? Oh, there we go. Goal for Sunderland. It was coming. It was always coming, ladies and gentlemen. It was always coming. That goal was always coming. We're not in this game. We're not in this game. Man, honestly, I'm slow. I'm so close to just like not streaming this. Seriously, I'm so close to not streaming because these players they look like they don't really give a shit. We're not in the game. We're not in the game. It's simple as that. We're not in the game. It's a one-way traffic. We're not in this game. Sunderland go long, and he's definitely onside. He's definitely onside. Ah, look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. Look how easy it was. Absolutely, they deserve. Big up to Sunderland. Big up. Well done, Sunderland. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it, man. Honestly, I'm so close to just. I'm not even interested anymore to do the watch along. I'll be real with you guys. Like, our team is not even in it. Like, there's only one team that's playing football today. That's Sunderland. Chelsea are not playing football. We're not interested. We're all over the joint. We can't match their energy. We can't match their physicality. We can't match anything. They are superior to us in every facet of the game. They're superior to us in passing. They're superior to us in dribbling with the ball, driving with the ball. They're superior to us in everything in this game so far. We've done shit. And this is how the season has been. And it's fantastic that this is how it's ending. Right now, Sunderland are going to make Europe, and we will have no Europe. As I said, if it's not Europa League, then I don't want anything else. But it's a shame. It's a shame that Chelsea. Well, where will we finish? 10th? What are we going to finish? What position are we going to finish in? That's a foul. That's a foul for Malagusto. No, that's not a foul. We'll finish 10th. Nice. 9th now. We'll finish 10th. Lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Incredible. Incredible. I'm so pissed off, man. I'm so pissed off. Like, I'm so pissed off. This team, they're so fucked, man. They're so fucked. 10th. We're 10th. Fucking hell, man. We're 10th. We're so fucked, man. It's so uninspiring. It's so lackluster. It's so shit to watch us, man. It really is. It's so shit to watch us. It's so shit to watch us, man. And people want you to be positive. Why aren't you positive, Miz? Why aren't you being positive? What positive? Be positive about what? What am I going to be positive about? Cole Palmer, it's like he's forgotten how to play football. We are so shit. We're going nowhere. Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, just side to side, side to side. Caicedo, soon we're going to cough up the ball. They're going to go on a counter. They're probably going to score. So shit, man. Here they come again. Score another one. Score another one. We are so open. It's unbelievable how open we are. They're going to score again. They deserve to score again. They deserve to score again. Kevin saying, well, we finished 10th. Arsenal are lifting the Premier League title, and people, this Alonso will save this. Alex Scott already replacing Enzo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fucking hell, guys. They're all over us, man. They are all over us. They are all over us, man. It's as if we are the inferior team. We are the inferior team. For F's sake, man. Just wasting time. All of us are wasting time. I'm wasting time. You guys in the live chat, you're wasting time. We're all wasting time. We're all wasting time. Just watching this dross. 32 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. 32 minutes gone, and we've done nothing. We're not in the game. We're not in the game. We're not in the game. Oh my days. There's no communication. I mean, this is classic, isn't it? Fofana, Sanchez, no communication. But this is what happens when you play for a diabolical team. This is what happens in a diabolical team. There's zero communication. There's zero coordination. There's zero everything. Everything is zero. Everton out playing Spurs now. Incredible. Sunderland corner coming up. Score another one, man. Score another one. We can wrap this up, man. Sunderland score another one. We can wrap this up. Here we go, header. Malo Gusto. He's going to get swamped. There's no option for Malo Gusto. Zero option. Means let's watch Spurs. Bruno just broke the record, assist record, Miss. Wow. Well, there you go. Well, Man United's winning. That's great defending from Malo Gusto. Bruno just broke the assist record. Big up to him. With Brighton losing, we can still actually get Europa if we wake up. Yeah, but we're not waking up. Don't worry. There's no waking up here. We've just wasted the first half. There's no waking up going to happen. It's going to need a major wake up, and I just can't see it happening. Look at all the players just falling over. Look at everyone. We're just falling over. Free kick. Wesley Fofana gives the free kick away. Oh, we are so shit. We have been so pathetic. Rachel Park, thank you so much for the super chat. Alonso cannot fix this hot mess of shite recruiting. A nearly complete overhaul needed, but overhaul needed, but financially impossible. Most of these players are trash. It's not going to be a penalty. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. Sunderland in Europa League spot. Sunderland gonna be in Europa League. And here we thought maybe we'll get to Europa League, but nah. Sunderland will get to Europa League. Just like us, isn't it? It's so like us to do this. Here we are trying to get to Europa League. Sunderland made it to Europa League. I mean, that's how the situation is right now. Oh, man. That should have been a goal. That was actually a very good cross from Malo Gusto. That should have been a goal. Wow, that should have been a goal, man. Oh, my days. Oh, my God. That should have been a goal. Oh, man. That should have been a goal. Rachel Park Miz, what would you want Europe? I mean, at a bare minimum, look, I don't want Europa League, but because we don't have Champions League, at a bare minimum, I wanted Europa at least. The reason being is one game a week is great, sure, but you know, I feel like the squad is gonna need players to play a little bit more than just one game a week. There's quite a lot of players that are involved. And then on top of that, it's a competition that I felt it would be nice introduction for Xabi Alonso with Chelsea, and he could potentially go and win that trophy. Yeah, I feel like a club of Chelsea's stature should be playing 2 games a week, man. Not 1 game a week. But I also said if we get Conference League, I don't want it. So it's either Europa League or nothing. There's still a little bit of, not a lot. The previous the Europa League in that previous format had a little bit more credibility. But now it's still got a tiny bit, but look, my reasoning for Chelsea to get Europa League is probably a little bit selfish. Like, I'd love to watch Chelsea at least twice a week as opposed to just once a week wait for Chelsea Football Club. So maybe it's me being selfish, but perhaps playing once a week might help. Shervin, big up my man Miz. Look at how Man United benefited this season from 1 game a week. Yeah. I hear it. But it's crazy to think like a club like Chelsea Football Club can't handle 2 games a week. It's crazy to think that, but looks like that's the case. Man United at least have attacking threat. We don't. Their front three is very good. Liverpool still need to win for 6th to be a Champions League spot. Oh yeah. Well done, Malo Gusto. Robert Sanchez now has the ball. Malo Gusto. That's lovely 1-2 between Malo Gusto and Pedro. That's a yellow card, man. That's a yellow card. Come on. Oh, it's a yellow card for Angulo. $2 billion bottle jobs. Spurs 1-0. There you go. Spurs 1-0. Everything going against us. Everything going against us. There's no coordination. There's no communication. There's nothing. We can't even take a set piece properly. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. That's a poor set piece from us. So poor. Hato, ball over the top. Here they come on a counter. Here they come on a counter. United 2-0. Now we really bottled this game. I can't believe. But I always felt United were going to beat Brighton. All we needed to do is go and beat Sunderland. We can't even do that. And we won't be doing that. What a waste. We're the bitches of London. I said it in my few videos ago. I said, we're a bitch. We're actually a bitch. We are so shit. We are so shit. First half is about to end. And we have played one of the worst halves this season. One of the worst halves this season. And we kept it for a big match like today. Win, you get Europa League. And if you don't, well, maybe we don't want to win. Too easy for Mukiele. Too easy for Sunderland. They have bamboozled us. Sunderland have bamboozled us. So pathetic. So pathetic. Honestly, so pathetic. Means how is United playing better than us? I don't know, man. I don't know. Here we go. Sunderland about to score a second one, maybe just before halftime. We are 10th. We are 10th right now. We are 10th. There we go. Ball stolen again. Too easy. It's too easy to steal the ball. Pedro Neto. I don't know what Pedro Neto is doing, man. Pedro Neto, you're getting dominated, brother. You're getting dominated. Keep your mouth shut. Know when to shut your mouth, Pedro Neto. Incredible. Incredible, bro. What's our first half, Ishan, bro? What's our first half?
Bro, if we would have scored, yeah, we would have been in the Europa League contention because Brighton is trailing. United scored, so
Brighton's losing 2-0.
yeah. Imagine Sunderland playing Europa League, man.
They're in Europa League position right now.
Yeah. If Brentford doesn't score, I think so. Sunderland are through, right?
Here we are, Ishan, trying to think maybe we can get Europa, but Sunderland said, no, we got different ideas.
Imagine not being able to beat just to qualify for the Europa League, man.
Imagine watching this game and watching Sunderland qualify for the Europa League.
Yeah. Oh my days. Imagine Sunderland playing European glory, and us playing just one game in a week.
Ishan,
Sunderland, you
We
know.
are we are not in this game. There's only one team playing. Sunderland playing this game.
Bro, we are the back foot right from the starting whistle, you know. Not even, I don't think so. One shot on target. Is the one shot on target? I don't think so.
Well, Cole Palmer was through, and he then passed it to the goalkeeper. So that was one shot
Wow,
on target.
what a shot on target. What a shot.
But can you even
Beautiful.
call it a shot? It looked like a pass. It was a pass on target to the
That's a
goalkeeper.
pass on target, man. That's a fluke on target. Oh my days, miss. What a turn.
I'm
Is it
I'm shocked.
intentional though? I am at a state where is it like intentional though, where you know you're not showing up against Sunderland as well, because you've got something to play here. You've got Europa League, man. And
Well,
that's a
at
good.
least Europa League, it's an opportunity to win the trophy once again, and you win the trophy, you're also in the Champions League. It's like an insurance policy as well. You know what I mean?
So, Miss, I mean, Premier League has been graced with 5 Champions League positions, 2 Europa League positions, and still
And we can't
Chelsea
make,
don't qualify.
and we can't make it. We can't make it.
We can't make it. Where are we, man? Where we've lost this club? We've lost the identity. 7 positions for European competition. Forget about the Conference League. I'm not even counting that. 7 freaking positions to play European
And we are 10th.
matches.
We are 10th. And we are 10th.
We are 10th.
We're not
My
even in the
days.
top 7. Can you believe? We're not. Ishan, how the hell are we not even in top 5? There's 5 Champions League positions. We're not. Forget 5. In fact, Bournemouth in 6. There's 6 Champions League positions. 6 Champions League position actually. Bournemouth will probably make Champions League because Aston Villa, if they lose, by the way, so that's an if still. But if that happens, that's 6th place. Ishan, 6 Champions League position possibly, and 2 Europa League. So 8. It's not even 7. 8. We can't even come 8th.
Oh my days, man. This is shambolic, man. This is shambolic. Oh my days. Can't watch this, man. Can't watch this. We don't deserve this. Chelsea fans don't deserve this, man. To be honest. And I don't know how the protest stopped for this. I don't know, man.
No, it's good. The protest, we need a bit of relaxation. Everyone needs a bit of a break. Xabi Alonso is in the building. We don't think it's a good time to protest anymore, Isha. It's not a good time.
Wow.
It's not a good time.
Wow, man. We had it in our hands, man. We just had to score 1 goal and then just defend. Like 1-0 win, we could have been through the Europa Leagues, but we can't even do that. And then the complaints would be that, all right, McFarlane is managing. We don't have a standing. I mean, there's a standing manager. We don't have a full-fledged manager, so on and so forth. But you're playing against Sunderland, man. You're freaking Chelsea Football Club. The individual brilliance that we have in this team is good enough to take this match. I mean, it is good enough to win us this match at least. And it's against Sunderland, not against some Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. So, and you're right there, Kyle Boss in the live chat. Big up. These guys are not even trying, man. It's not even trying. It's like they're just loitering around. They're just waiting for the game to end, waiting for the season to end. End it right now. End the season, Dave, and then just fly away to US.
End the stream,
play
Dave.
World
End the
Cup,
stream.
play World Cup, and I don't know what you want to do, and then come back next season with Xabi Alonso. Bro, imagine Xabi Alonso watching this. He'll be like, "What in the blue hell have I signed up for?"
Nah, if I'm Xabi Alonso, I'm not watching this game. I'm not watching it,
bro.
I don't even know why we're watching it. I'm not even sure why we're watching it.
I'd rather switch to, yeah.
Unless something drastic happens in the second half, Ishan, this is a waste of time, bro. It's a waste of time.
Bro, do you think so? The tempo at which we are playing, anything drastic can happen. It's like 1 pass on target, no intentions to score a goal. Whenever we get the ball, we lose it immediately. Sunderland are looking vicious. They want more. They want to score more.
They should have scored 2. They should have had 2.
100%. Oh, bro, and that Hume guy, he's positioning himself really well. Forget about the goal, but him intercepting, man marking, absolutely brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised how Sunderland is playing superior than Chelsea. this point of time. And
Royston
with
saying, as it stands, a draw would get Europa League with Brighton losing by 2 or more goals. So we don't even need to win. We just need to draw. We can't even probably even do that.
I don't think so. We're gonna draw as well at this rate, man. Like this, no chance. No chance.
Can you listen to what we're saying, Ishan? At least draw. We're not even asking for a win anymore. Just draw.
And against who? Sunderland. Not even against Man City. None of Arsenal or Liverpool. Sunderland, and we can't even draw. And we're just 1-0 down. Bro, where? How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. You know what, Miss? I'll be true to you. If this is how we show up second half, I don't need a Europa League. We don't deserve it, man. We don't deserve it. If Sunderland plays the way they played first half, I think so they deserve it more. I'll be honest with you. Forget about the name. Forget about the brand. Forget about the, the empire called Chelsea Football Club. When it comes to, present yourself at the pitch, when it comes to showing what you have, when it comes to the better team, I think so Sunderland is better, man. They deserve it. Just go ahead. If you'd like to show like this, you don't deserve, man. What are you gonna do? Bro. Go out there, Europa League, play like this, you're gonna lose every single game.
Ishan, Sunderland got promoted. They bought quite a lot of players, and now they will finish above Chelsea
and get
in the league and get Europa League. Good on them, man. Big up to Sunderland, man. Big up to Sunderland.
100%.
They've actually done well throughout the season. In fact, this will be the double on us. They beat us in the first game as well, by the way, in the Premier League, if you remember.
Yes.
Incredible. Pedro looks shattered. Brazil did not call him. Thank you so much, Dinesh. I mean, Ishan, let's talk a bit about some of these players. Start things off with Cole Palmer. Bro, where's he gone, bro? What happened to this guy? Where is he? What's happened to him, bro?
I don't know, man. It's so dejecting. I think so since Maresca's gone, even when Maresca was there, I think so we saw a declination of Cole Palmer. Maybe it was that gut injury or some injury that he had on his groin or something. Some injury that he had, after which he started declining, but then still against Maresca, he started reviving himself with the Club World Cup final performance and some performance here and there. After Maresca got signed, I think so he just derailed, man. He just derailed. Under Rosenior, Palmer was ghosting game in, game out. Under Rosenior, it was only João Pedro who revived himself and rejuvenated his Chelsea career. But Palmer, I think so he got dejected, depressed after Chelsea appointed someone like Rosenior. And if that's the case, maybe it's understandable. But now then, since he's gone, maybe Palmer definitely will be there with Xabi Alonso. It'll be interesting to see how Xabi Alonso shapes Palmer, because I'm expecting Xabi Alonso, the way he shaped Florian Wirtz back in Leverkusen, I'm expecting him to do something similar with Cole Palmer. But again, Wirtz was a very emerging kind of a player. Palmer is an established one. So it'll be interesting to see how the chemistry between Palmer and Xabi Alonso shapes up. But I'm expecting a bit better version of Palmer. So I'll give him a buy this time around. It wasn't a good season. I would say it was a devastating season for Cole Palmer. But I think so. I'm okay to give him a buy one season and see how he performs against Xabi Alonso. But the next season, if he performs the way he did in this season, questions has to be asked, unfortunately.
I'm just baffled, man. Like, Cole Palmer has been off form for so long. I know there's been injury. I know there's been a severe injury. I get that. But since the injury, he's been back. And his form dip actually didn't happen from this season and the injury. It was there last season as well. Right at the end, Cole Palmer turned it on in the Conference League and the Club World Cup. But last season, he was going through a large portion of the season where he wasn't good enough. And he's carried it on this season. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what he does. you want this game to be an inspiring type of game. You want this game where Chelsea are so up for it, they're energetic, they're going for it. It's such an uninspiring game. On top of that, it's 2 a.m. for me. Like, it's a recipe for me to just sleep. It really is. Like, give me something to cheer, man. Give me something to get excited about. There's nothing to be excited about.
Also, if manager was the problem. By the way, Spurs scored as well, so I think that they're through, man.
Yeah, so they're surviving. Everything's gone against us. Everything gone against us.
Bournemouth also losing, man. 1-0 to Nottingham, 1-0 to Man City. Semenyo scored. Liverpool, Brentford 0-0. Fulham 1-0 to Newcastle. Arsenal 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Wolves scoring against Burnley, wow, man. And United 2-0,
Yeah.
wow. There you go, man. There you go.
There you go. Aston Villa losing means Bournemouth make it to Champions League, no?
Yeah. If Aston Villa loses, then.
Because Aston Villa is still sixth, yeah? Fifth, sorry?
Yep.
Yeah.
Aston Villa is fourth currently, man.
Oh, they're fourth.
Yeah. They're fourth.
Oh, because Liverpool has to win. They have to win.
Mm-hmm. And Bournemouth, if they win it, they'll go above. No. 56 percent. No. They won't, man. No chance for Bournemouth. Bournemouth are playing Europa League, that's for sure, man. Yeah. As things stands.
As things stands. If Liverpool end up winning, then they leapfrog Aston Villa. Because of better goal difference as well.
That's correct.
And then if
whichever wins, Bournemouth is confirmed playing Europa League.
Yeah, Bournemouth is confirmed Europa League at least. Yeah, they're confirmed Europa League. Now it's a matter of can they up it to Champions League as well. So, yeah, that's the case.
By the way, before starting this game week, we were at least in the Conference League position. Now we're 10th, man. 10th. First from the top in page one. Oh, what is wrong?
Mid-table. We're mid-table.
Oh my days, mid-table, man. At least Spurs got something to play and they showed up.
Yeah.
At least Spurs showed up when it mattered. What is the difference between Spurs and Chelsea? Nothing. They won nothing. We won nothing. They somehow survived. We were also in the mid-table. Irrelevant. What's the difference? Nothing.
There's no difference. Absolute irrelevancy. Both are irrelevant. My days. Yeah, look, if it's not Europa, I don't want your Conference League. Then I rather just one game over.
Yeah. None of the
Conference League. No one wants Conference League, man. No one wants Conference League.
But the sad part here is we had a very good chance to beat Sunderland and go clear for the Europa League, man.
Yeah.
A very good chance, but guess what? Chelsea doing Chelsea things. How would you change? Okay, so if you're the manager, what are the changes that you do? Not just in terms of players, but also tactically. How do you do this game? Forget about what they're playing, but if I give you the role,
I don't know, bro. Like, it seems like a lost cause now, man. It really does. Like, look at our bench. Who are we going to bring from the bench? Like, if we were to do something. Let's have a look at our bench. Jurgensen,
so do you think so 5 defenders is leading to a lot of this defensive gameplay? Do you think so? You'd like to change that? Maybe bring out one defender and put in an attacker that would change something?
Which attacker we bringing on? Dilap? The guy who's, they call him Brock Lesnar.
Dilap. Yeah. Liam Lesnar.
Liam Lesnar. Ishan, I'll let you go, bro. Second half about to start, all right?
All right, man. Good day.
Catch you
we'll
later,
connect
bro.
Again soon sometime.
100%. Thank you. Appreciate that, bro.
All right, man. Bye.
Catch ya. Take care. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second half about to start. Reja Park, thank you so much for the super chat. Alonso appointment is a band-aid. Nothing will change. Sporting directors ban shorts. We'll dominate him, and he will be another manager casualty. Yeah. We are so rubbish. Kevin saying not even any subs from Callum. Everyone is on the bench. I mean, who are you going to sub? Who are you going to sub? Like, who are you going to bring in? Who were you meant to bring in? What are you going to do? Here we go. They're through. Sunderland about to be 2-0. What a save from Sanchez. What a save from Sanchez. What a save. Should have been 2. Should have been 2 for Sunderland. Ms. Alonso has a huge job. He must motivate these players. Of course, of course. Of course. Stephen is saying, if Sunderland score the second, brother Miz, end this room. Yeah, I think I will. If he was onside, he was offside. He was onside. Sunderland should have scored a second. Sunderland should have scored a second. Robbie should have scored a second. Here they come again. Here they come again. Here comes Sunderland. Man, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. 4th year into the process, finishing 10th, and yet we are starting a new project and to wait 3 more years to challenge. Yeah. Scam, man. It's an absolute scam. We got scammed hard. We got scammed. We proper got scammed. Pedro Neto. Cross coming in. Oh, my days. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Might as well have some food, man. Might as well have some pack of chips. Because what are we doing? This is boring. I'm falling asleep. This is so shit. Here we go. Sunderland, just score another one. Just score another one and just end our misery, man. Just end our misery, Sunderland. Just. Catch you later, guys. It's been fun. And we're going to wrap things up. This is an embarrassment. I'll probably still watch the game and just do a review right at the end. As I said, Sunderland end our misery. They've ended our misery. Manchester United 3. The JCP world is saying, don't leave. Do you know what? I'm actually now interested to see where this game goes. I'm actually interested to see where how much can we screw up. I'm actually now keen to watch. I want to see how many more can we concede, because we've been bamboozled. Own goal from Malo Gusto. Well done. That's what we needed, an own goal. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to see where this game goes. I want to see where this game goes. Sunderland's going to Europa League. Madueke scored for Arsenal. Here we go, Sunderland. Here they come again. Here they come for the third. Here they come for the third. Here they come for the third. Oh my days. Should have been a third. Should have been a third. Should have been a third. Reece James coming on. Hatter going off. Seems to be a tactical change. To be honest, Gerald Hatter didn't do anything wrong. Reece James come on to play in midfield. Maybe that might help us out. We've lacked the figurehead on midfield, and maybe that's going to give us a little bit more control in the game. That's why I was a little bit shocked when I saw the starting lineup that there's no third midfielder. Well, it's too late now, man. Yeah, you're not going to score like 2 goals against Sunderland. You're not. Yeah, I am. I'm eating healthy chips. Lentils chips. Very, very healthy. I've got the audio on mute because I'm eating. There's not really anything to comment here. Like, what am I going to comment here? I'm eating. I don't want you guys to keep hearing me eat. So I've got myself on mute. If something exciting comes up, I'll put myself on. Finally, Cole Palmer takes a shot. Finally, Palmer wakes up. All game, he's done nothing but he's scored a goal. All right. Come on. Come on, Cole Palmer. Finally, Cole Palmer takes a shot. Thank you. Thank you. Goalkeeper should be dealing with that. The goalkeeper, oh, he made a blunder. The goalkeeper's made a blunder there. I was so busy watching Miz eating that I missed the goal. I don't know what Reece James is so happy about. We're still losing 2-1. Here comes Palmer again. It took us to be 2-0 down to... It took us to be 2-0 down to come alive in the match. We had to be 2-0 down to actually make it feel like, yeah, maybe something is on the line. Let's see where this game's going. Let's see where this game's going, man. Good shot from Cole Palmer. To be honest, the goalkeeper screwed up there. Nothing's really changed. It's just Miz would have restarted the stream if he did leave. I only stayed just to see where is this? Oh, here we go. Oh my days. They honestly they should have scored a lot more. They should have scored a lot more. We are opened up. Wesley Fofana is honestly, he's rubbish, Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana has just turned out to be an absolute rubbish defender, especially this season. In fact, even in previous seasons as well. Since his big injury after leaving Leicester, it's never been the same. He's just too erratic. Yeah. Neto. Straight to the goalkeeper. Liverpool are winning, so Bournemouth back in Champions League spot now. Wow. The Blues means I'm still surprised how we came back from West Ham and Napoli under Rosenior. PSG game did massive damage. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked too. I don't know how we came back in those matches. Foul given away. We bottled the easiest Champions League spot ever. Yeah, sixth. We bottled sixth. Incredible. Free kick. Free kick. Oh my days. There you go. Someone said it. Is it going to be a third or is it going to be a red card? Well, there you go. Red card for Fofana. Red card. Couldn't get better. What? Who's going here? Is it Levi Colwell or Fofana? There you go. Fofana's gone as well. Well done, Wesley Fofana. Well done, Wesley Fofana. Hmm. Nothing to say, man. Got nothing to say. Aston Villa. Aston Villa even beating City now. They're beating City. Wow. Oh my god. They deserve to win. They deserve to win. Sunderland deserve to win. Sunderland deserve to win. How they're not 3 goals up. How they're not 3 goals up. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. Pedro Neto's coming off now. Corner coming up for Sunderland. Gino, of course, Fofana gets sent off. Honestly, this has probably been the worst second half of the season I remember. At a minimum, with protest season, you felt we may be building something. Pen. Are they going to get a penalty? No, no penalty. I thought Miz was frozen. What am I going to say? What am I like? What am I going to say? Besides the Palmer goal, the shot, and then straight after that we got a red card. Like, and in all honesty, like Sunderland should be winning these 4, 5, 6. To be honest, they deserve to win. They deserve to win. Anything less would be a huge injustice for them. And at this rate, I'm pretty certain Sunderland, they'll be in Europa League. Yeah, they're in Europa League, along with Bournemouth, Brighton in conference. And we are 1 game a week. Cool. Maybe that is best for all of us, but it's a shame. It's a shame what we have witnessed today so far. Nearly 70 minutes gone. It's a shame what we have witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably going to wrap this up. This is punishment. At this moment, it's punishment to keep watching this game. I'd rather just chill for the final 20 minutes of this season. I'll drop a review straight away, have the review going right away, and then I'm going to be off to bed. I'd rather get a good sleep, long day at work tomorrow. This is a nonsense game. Yeah. When you thought maybe there's something to play for, this team has showed that there's nothing to play for. There's nothing to play for. No one turned up. No one turned up. Even Cole Palmer didn't turn up. Cole Palmer just had 1 shot. Sorry, 2 shots. Cole Palmer didn't turn up either. West Ham goal. Okay. West Ham goal. There you go. They're asking for another penalty. They're all over us. They're all over us. They're all over us, man. They're all over us. And they're winning the ball. Look at Enzo Lefebvre. Look at Enzo Lefebvre. Look at Enzo Lefebvre. Yeah. What a train wreck. Yep, absolutely. 5 more minutes, Miz. All right, we'll do 5 more minutes. Maybe not 5 more minutes, but free kick coming up for Sunderland. Maybe you know what? I would have loved to have just stayed another 5 minutes, but maybe not. It's just pointless. It really is pointless. It really is pointless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Really appreciate all the support you guys gave me this season. Obviously, the content will continue on. Long summer of nonsense coming up, and then one game a week next season. One game a week. We're going to have a lot of time to think about a lot of things with one game a week. Anywho, yeah. We'll have no one to watch in Europe next season. I'll drop the review straight after the game. Meanwhile, I'm just going to chill and watch this. And yeah. All right. Take care. See ya.